Dan Brownlie after the defeat at home to Sholing, and Dan, you must be standing there wondering what more you can possibly do to win a game.
I cannot believe we've not come away with anything from that game. You know, we've knocked on the door so many times. The keeper's had an absolute blinder. He's made 4 or 5 fantastic saves. It was second half wave after wave of attack. I think they've had 3 chances, and one of them I'm gifting to them. And they've scored 2, and we've had 12, 13, 14 good chances. You know, that's no exaggeration. 12 good chances, and that probably tells a story. To be honest, we just weren't. We were a little bit wasteful in the first half in terms of final third entries, and certainly in front of goal, and that transpired into the second half. And look, some great defending on their part. Can't take that away from them. Last ditch tackles, throwing bodies in the way, and you expect that from a Sholing side, particularly Paul Doswell side. So it's a really disappointing day, because I mean, if we're coming out of here with a 5-1 win, I don't think anyone else would be grumbling, you know. So yeah, it's a frustrating one, that one.
Paul Strudley's come up big with some really great moments over the last couple of years, but today that goal, there's not really anywhere else you can look.
No, and it comes at an important moment. Excuse me. It comes at an important moment as well. Paul will be disappointed. He doesn't need me to harp on about it, but by the same token, you give them one chance, they get back into it, and yes, that gives them momentum. But we've had plenty of time and an opportunity to get back into the game, and like you say, Struds has bailed us out on a number of occasions, and we should be able to bail him out on one of them. And sadly, for whatever reason today, we just couldn't find the back of the net. And Paul just summed it up nicely in there, and I agree with him. It's an old line, but you only really concern yourself when you're not creating chances, and we've created loads today, and we've also offered them very little. So for that, there's loads of positives. However, that's 3 games now. Chippenham, you could argue, coming up against a really good side, and the same with Chesham. But we're here to compete. You know, I'm not one of these managers that can just accept defeat, regardless of who it is. You know, we could be playing Man United, we could be playing Ascot, it could be playing Dog and Duck FC. You know, with that, you want to win every game, and I think we've got the capabilities to do that. So there is a frustration there, but it's not on Paul. You know, he'll be disappointed, but yeah, we could have done a lot more to bail him out today.
The back 5 worked well in the previous games where you were underdogs and expected to need to battle. Slightly different game today, and back 5 again. Is that here to stay?
No, it's not. I don't think so. It's nice to know that we can do it. I mean, we're semi. We're a little bit more. We're less expansive. We don't take as many risks. But we don't tend to concede many goals. Obviously, we've done 2 today, so that was disappointing. But yeah, the back 5 works. It does suit the personnel that we have available to us at the moment. But obviously, we've seen Georgie Reid come back on in the last 20 minutes, which is a great sight. Donny's come back on, although he's had a little bit of a tweak. So the likelihood is we'll rest them both on Tuesday. But we'll speak to Shauna about that. But there's positive signs. Billy coming on, Scotty playing. You know, there's lots to like. But yeah, it's certainly a disappointing day.
Having had the tough run both with injuries and with games particularly away from home recently, and having this run of 3 home games, does the defeat here make the next 2 games, getting points out of them, even more important now?
I guess a narrative does, you know, like you put 3 home games back to back, and you're expected to take points. I mean, someone quoted to me then, 7 out of the 9 points would be good, Dan. I'm going, yeah, yeah, that would be good. But you look at the teams we're playing at the moment, like Sholing, the quality they've got in personnel, Jake Hesketh and co like that, playing Eastleigh 70 odd games only up until last year. So they've got an embarrassment of riches in terms of the personnel they have available to them. And the same can be said for Hungerford, and it's the league. It's the nature of the league. You could draw any of these teams over the course of the next couple of weeks in terms of who we face, and the answer will still be the same. I go into every game semi-confident because I believe in what we've got in that changing room. But unfortunately, we're the bridesmaid at the moment, and we can't seem to get us over ourselves over the line. But I'm just hoping the boys show a little bit of resilience and stick together. And I've never seen this camp get moany. I've never seen this camp get discouraged. And if that starts creeping in, then we'll have a problem. But until that point, we'll keep no stepping back, keep marching on, and keep trying to do what we can do.
And just the other side of the injury coin, Dan Rowe missed out today. Was he likely to be back soon? Is that a short-term one?
We'd like to think so, yeah. Dan, who's a massive miss today, is industry and his quality on the ball. Like Dan's a hell of a talent. When we brought him in, we knew he'd be good, but he's exceeded all expectation. I've spoken at length about that in the past, but he had a bit of a back spasm last week at the end of the Cheshire game, which is why he got removed. So we'll see how he is this week. Tuesday, probably a doubt, but hopefully for next Saturday, we're likely to have him. So we're unfortunately down another few for this week, so it doesn't get any easier, and obviously we've got semi-limitations with time, because we do have to be sensible with the likes of Reedy and Dunny and Bill and Scott and Kai and Callum, and God, the list is endless. So we do have to be sensible, but this is a results-driven business, so we need to start picking up points quickly, because otherwise the rot can set in, and I don't want that. So yeah, we'll see what's available to us, and hopefully Tuesday, Saturday we'll go toe to toe and see what we can do.
Thank you very much, Dan. Cheers.